Hey guys, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, I'm Jeff, a little bit behind the camera. Tonight, we're making stuffed lobster. And this is an original, and you're not going to find anything like it on YouTube. So, for the stuffing, we're going to be using a small amount, and this is tailored to you. So you can use like a teaspoon, 2 teaspoons of Kikkoman soy sauce. I happen to use Paul Prudhomme's Magic Seafood. You can substitute this for Old Bay if Old Bay does you. It doesn't for me. I love this stuff. So that's going to be a tablespoon. Also, lobster bisque for flavoring. A little dab of sour cream. And 2 cups of breadcrumbs. And 1 onion. Finely diced, and it's going to go and get sauteed with butter. So once we're done with that, we'll come right back. So now that we have our garlic nicely diced and very small, we're going to saute it with some butter. You can guys do as much or as little as you want. I'm a butter man, and you know that. If you don't, you know it now. The other thing I forgot to tell you was, once the butter and the onion is sauteed, I'm going to add about a pound of bay scallops that are kind of finely chopped. We're going to add a bit of flavor in with the stuffing. So once the onions are done, we will throw the scallops in to cook, and with our seasonings, and then we'll fold in the breadcrumbs and the mayonnaise and the bisque, and that'll be our stuffing. Guys, are you ready? The onions are starting to reduce down. They're getting brown, so now's the time. We're going to add our bay scallops. There it is. Oh, it's going to go quick. We're going to put some of our seasoning in. Just dabble it in to taste. And go back. And these are going to start to cook quick. So once they're done, we'll put the rest of our mixture in there, and we'll make our stuffing. So this will probably take a couple of minutes to cook. Alright guys, so our scallop and onions have cooked down. Now I'm going to add the bisque for that extra flavor. And then we're going to add a little bit of mayonnaise. This will help smooth everything all over. I say probably about a 1/4 cup should do. And then sour cream. It's just going to be a little splotch. Like a little dab will do you. This is just to add a little bit of creaminess. And there's actually not that much in here. So we're going to go with probably like a 1/4 cup. And then it all gets blended in together. Look yummy. See how it's got that light texture now? So now we're going to add soy sauce. And this is add soy sauce to your flavor. You don't have to add a lot. I'm going to shut the heat off. Next will be the breadcrumbs. And then we'll put the egg in to bind it all together. Okay. So there should be about 2 cups. So, I'll get back as soon as we're ready with the butterflying. We're going to butterfly our lobster tails. And when I butterfly, we're going to start right before the fans on the tail. So these guys got their, it's all the meat and everything, so this is all ready to go. This is just a lobster tail. So I'm going to cut, make an incision right in the center of the top of the lobster and rock it forward and only go down a little bit in the meat. So now you can twist it and it will open the shell. So we open the shell, and this is where our stuffing is going to go. It's going to go right inside here. So the next thing we want to do is take and make a little incision down the back, and we don't want to cut all the way through the lobster. And that splits them open. So there, our stuffing is going to go right inside. So now I'm going to do that with the other 4. Okay, so our lobsters are splayed out. I've got butter on them. I'm going to go stick them on the grill on their tummies, just like this, for a couple minutes, let the butter melt. And I'm going to flip them and start cooking the tops. And once the tops are done, I'm going to come back in and we're going to put the stuffing in lobsters and stick them back out on the grill to finish cooking. And while they're out there, as some bay scallops, we're going to be cooking in butter for a side dish. And there's going to be zucchini and squash. So we're going to have quite the little feast. Okay? So once I get cooking them, we'll come right back. So now that they're barbecued, we can spread them open. And we're going to put the stuffing in them. And then we're actually going to throw them into the broiler just to brown them up. To help heat up the stuffing. So I'm opening them up. Make them nice and wide so we can get all our stuffing on there. And then we'll throw them back down into the broiler, like I said. Yeah, this guy's like, he's fighting all the way. From ocean to your kitchen. Okay. So now we're going to come over here and grab our lovely stuffing mix. And we're going to throw it right on top of it and into it. And be generous. This stuff is looking and tastes delicious. So we just pack it down on there. Make sure it stays in between the shell. And like I said, be generous with the serving size of it. Because this stuff is a meal of its own. With lobster, the lobster bisque, the scallops, onion. It's got a little bit of everything for everybody. Definitely more than enough. 5 tails. So we're going to add more to it. I'll watch it happen and build up. Put this on the grill. I'm going to take a little bit more to burn up. I'll sit right outside, so I don't want to do just more heat. It's going to take quite a while. You can see it. It's like in 10 minutes. Oh, it cuts. Almost there. So we'll what is
her breast.
it's right there. Okay. So now we're gonna throw it right into the broiler for a few minutes. I have to lower this down. And in goes the lobsters. Right under broil. You do it for about 5 minutes. We'll come back right after they come out. Okay, so there it is. That's about 7 minutes under the broiler. And they're all ready to go. Now, I just have to get the squash and the zucchini cut. Get that under the broiler because it's too dark out now to finish barbecuing. And then we're going to feast. The scallops up for the sides are all done. All we have to do is shut that off. And that's ready to go. A little butter in there with them, and you cook them till they just turn white, and then get them off the heat so they don't turn rubbery. There it is. And they have their own little sauce. So these guys are all set. I just have to